does your nervous system actually do with a fear it cannot solve tonight? Because the fear of being replaced by AI isn't a problem your body can finish. It's a thought that keeps arriving, and the calm you have, the steadiness you already own, has been overridden so many times this week that it forgot it was even there. This is hypnosis for the part of you bracing against a future you can't yet see, and the work tonight is letting that bracing soften without you having to argue the thought away. As the bracing softens, the breath drops lower. As the breath drops lower, the future stops feeling like something hunting you. I'm Lincoln Hanley. Give it 10 slow breaths with me. Do not listen while driving or operating machinery. If you have a medical or psychological condition, please consult a medical professional before listening. This session will be best enjoyed with headphones in a safe, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Now take a breath and let yourself settle into this journey. So just let yourself land here for a moment. You don't have to support the thoughts about work, about money, about what gets automated next. They can be in the room with you, the way weather can be outside a window, here, but not requiring anything of you right now. Let your eyes drift shut whenever that feels like the natural next thing, not a second sooner, and notice, just notice, that the body has already started doing something. A small exhale, maybe. A shoulder dropping a quarter inch. The jaw remembering it doesn't have to hold the day up anymore. There's nothing you need to perform here. The only thing on your list for the length of this recording is to let your particular body find the room it needs to release in the way it already knows how. And as the breath finds its own slower rhythm, you might let your mind drift toward the place, real, half-remembered, or somewhere in between, where your breath has slowed before, the place that comes up first without you choosing it. Don't reach for it, let it arrive. It might be a room, a patch of light on a floor, the back seat of a car on a long drive when you were small. Wherever the breath remembers slowing, that's where we're going. And the thought of AI, of jobs, of the future, you can let that thought be a leaf, drifting past on a slow stream, while the you that notices the leaf stays exactly where it is. The leaf moves, the stream stays, you are the stream. And on this side, you might notice a thought arriving, a thought of being replaced, a thought of not being enough, a thought of a future that hasn't happened yet. Notice it the way you'd notice a passenger boarding a train you happen to be sitting on. You don't have to talk to it. You don't have to throw it off. You just observe. There is a thought of losing my work. Here it is, and here I am, noticing it. And the more you simply notice the thought as a thought, the more the thought loses its grip on the body. The shoulders soften a little further. The chest opens by a millimeter. The you that is doing the noticing drops one floor lower. The you that was here before that thought arrived. Every thought that arrives is just more evident after it has moved on. The part of you doing the noticing is still here, to be replaced by steady, still untouched by any of it, or a job, or a usefulness. It is simply the awareness that all of this is happening inside of, steady, older than the worry, wider than the future you are trying to plan. Let your weight settle into that steadiness now, the way a stone settles into a riverbed and lets the water do the love you. Somewhere behind the eyes, somewhere underneath the ribs, you can notice something quietly true. You are not the fear of being replaced. You are the one who is aware of it. You are the steadiness that the thought is happening inside of. And that steadiness has weight to it now, a settled downward weight, the kind that lets the shoulders finally give up the job of holding the day. Heavier into the surface beneath you, safer for being heavier, calmer for being here. Side again, another thought may drift through. Maybe a thought about the article from earlier, or the headline, or the colleague who said the thing about the future of work. Notice the shape of it as it arrives. You don't have to lift it. You don't have to push it back. Picture it, if you like, as a leaf set down onto a slow stream, drifting past the place where you happen to be sitting. It carries its own weight, not yours. On this side, the gravity of the part of you that watches it pass is not getting any lighter or any heavier as it is finally allowed to stop bracing. It is simply notice the weight of the back of the head here, the weight of the shoulders giving themselves over, the weight of the hands heavier than they were a moment ago, as if every finger had quietly agreed there was nothing more to grip. The future of your work is not something you have to carry in the muscles of your arms now. Let the bed, or the chair, or the floor hold all of it for you. That is its job, folding gently back into one awareness. You can let an identity quietly settle in. I am the one who notices. I am the steadiness underneath the worry. The thought of being replaced is a passing weather pattern across a sky that is much, much larger than the weather. And the sky doesn't have to do anything about the clouds. It simply holds them and lets them move on. Sink a little further now with that. On this side, a thought about time. Maybe a thought about 5 years from now, or 1 year, or the next quarter. A thought that wants to pull you forward into a future that hasn't actually happened yet. Notice it without arguing with it. Notice the way the body tries to lift very slightly as if to meet the imagined future halfway. And then notice that you can let that lift settle back down. And on the thought can stay part of you that exists allowed to be here. In the immediate weight is just no longer carrying the weight of your shoulders along the slow give of the chest. It travels the low density of the legs, as if each one had quietly doubled in mass. This part of you has no opinion about artificial intelligence or job markets or what next year asks of you. It only knows the breath that is here and the surface underneath. Let your awareness rest on that, the way a hand rests on a sleeping animal, without needing to wake it up. In one steady voice now, in one steady body, I am the one who notices. The fear about being replaced is a passenger on a train I happen to be on, and the train is going where it is going, regardless of what the passenger says. I do not have to argue with this passenger. I do not have to support this passenger. I only have to remember that I am the one driving and that the route now is sleep. Heavier now, calmer now, carried. Side. Observe how a thought can show up wearing the costume of certainty. A thought like, this will happen, or I won't be able to keep up, or everything is changing too fast. Notice the costume. Notice that the thought is not the same thing as the fact. It is a prediction the mind is making in order to try and protect you, and you can quietly thank it for trying. And on this side, you don't have to wear the deeper truth. You don't have to put it down somewhere ceremonious. You have already lived through changes you were told. You let it stand there and let your weight stay where it is. You that is listening right now, in this weight, in this breath, has carried itself through every version of the future it was once afraid of. That part of you is not going anywhere. It cannot be automated. It cannot be replaced. It is the noticing itself, and the noticing is heavier and quieter and more here than any thought about the morning could ever be. One body, one awareness, one slow, steady weight pressing gently down into whatever is holding you. I am the steadiness. The fear about my future work is a cloud. I am the sky it is moving across. And the sky does not have to do anything now, except be wide enough to let it pass. Wider with every breath out, heavier with every breath out, calmer in a way that doesn't need a reason. Side, one more thought may want to turn, perhaps a small one, a quiet one, the kind that whispers underneath the louder ones, something like, what if I'm behind? Notice that thought, as if you were watching a book sit on a shelf across the room. You don't have to open the book. You don't have to argue with the title. It is allowed to be on the shelf, and on this side, and the room around the shelf, the whole the air in the weighted room, the weight of you, the part of you that has been here under every thought you have ever larger, holding still while the books came and went on the shelf. This part of you is calm in a way that doesn't have to be earned and doesn't have to be defended. It is the room. It cannot be replaced, because nothing can replace a room except a larger room, and you are already as wide as you need to be. Let your weight rest fully into the center of you. One breath, one weight, one settled awareness underneath everything the day has been carrying. I am the one who notices. I am safe enough here to let every thought about my future simply pass through, the way leaves pass on a slow stream, the way clouds pass across a patient sky, heavier into the surface, slower in the chest, calmer in the future, because calmer in the now, and we keep drifting from here. And here you are, underneath all of it, the one who notices, steady, whole, already enough. The fear of being replaced. Let it be a cloud. You are the sky it moves across. Nothing the cloud does changes the sky. A thought about your job arrives. You notice it. You don't have to argue. You don't have to solve. Just notice and let it drift on. Good. That's right, already further than the day's worry can follow. You are someone who notices. That is the part of you that does not get replaced by anything, by anyone, ever. You are someone whose worth is older than your work. You are someone who breathes, who rests, who returns to center when the world speeds up. You are someone who can hold a fear without becoming it. You are someone who moves toward what matters, slowly, honestly, in your own time. every thought about the future, every story about machines and jobs and what comes next, a leaf on a slow, slow stream. You don't pick the leaf up, you don't push it under, you watch it pass. And another one comes. And it goes, and the stream keeps moving. This and you keep being the one who watches, and letting down the shoulders heavy and home. Release, finally finding the room to happen in your particular body. Wherever the breath remembers slowing, you are there now. Safe enough, calm enough, quiet enough. And when you wake, whenever that is, you carry this with you, the steadiness underneath, the one who notices. You move toward what matters, one small honest step, then another. The future can be uncertain, and you can still be calm, both at the same time. That is what you are taking with you out of this session into the morning. And now, nothing left to do, nothing left to hold. letting the words go, letting my voice go. You don't need to follow anymore, you're already there. Deeper, softer, gone. And here, in this quiet, there is nothing to support. Nothing to push away, nothing to argue with. A thought can drift through the way a leaf drifts past a stone in a slow stream, and you may be the one noticing. You simply let it pass, wearing a familiar coat, and you can let it be a thought rather than an instruction, a weather pattern, not a verdict. The mind makes weather. You are the one begins to find the room it has been quietly asking for, a loosening through the jaw you didn't plan, a softening behind the eyes you didn't ask for, release happening on its own, the way release tends to, once it is finally given permission to happen. Somewhere in you, the breath remembers a slower pace, not because you instructed it to, just because the room is quiet enough now for it to remember, and the body follows the breath, the way it always has, the way it always will, when nothing is in the way. If a worry shows up here, let it be a passenger. It can sit a few rows back. It doesn't need to drive. It doesn't need to be argued with or thrown off the train. It can ride along, and you can keep going where you are going anyway, which is toward rest. Notice the part of you that has been watching all of this, the quiet observer, the one who was here before the thought arrived and who will still be here once it has gone. That part of you is not anxious. That part of you has never been anxious. It is the room, not the furniture. It is the page, not the words written on it. That observing self has been with you all along, through every difficult day, through every restless night, through every conversation you replayed too many times, always there, steady, unhurried, untouched, and now you get to rest as that part, not as the thinker, as the one who notices the thinking. things actually move when we stop holding them in place. Tightness in the chest can soften in its own time. A held breath can finish exhaling. A small fist somewhere inside the belly can open a finger at a time until the hand forgets it was ever a fist. You can allow this feeling to be here, whatever it is, whatever shape it took now. You don't have to like it, you don't have to invite it back, you only have to let it be here for now, the way you'd let a guest sit by the window while you go on with the evening. And as you allow, the nervous system begins to register something it has been waiting to register all day. Safety, not the loud kind, the quiet kind, the kind that doesn't announce itself, just settles the way warm air settles into a room once the door is closed. And the deeper you rest, the more your body trusts that it is allowed to rest, and the more it trusts, the deeper it rests, one feeding the other, a small, kind loop, getting quieter with every breath you don't have to count. Thoughts can keep arriving, some of them old, some of them not even yours really, just inherited furniture you've been carrying from room to room. You can set any of them down here. You don't have to throw them out, just set them down, somewhere on a shelf where they can wait until morning if they're still needed then. Most of them won't be. And in the space that opens up when those things are set down, there is just you, just breath, just weight, just the quiet, undramatic miracle of a body that knows how to soften when it is finally allowed to. You can let this be enough, right now, just this, just the warmth gathering wherever it has gathered, just the slow turn of the breath, just the noticing that the noticer is calm. Further down now, past the layer where the day still hums, past the layer where the morning is rehearsing itself, down into the quieter floor underneath all of that where nothing needs deciding and nothing is overdue. Anxiety, when it is not being chased, often loses interest. It is built for beautifully take away the chase without any hand. A lot of it simply wanders off, the way a cloud wanders off a mountain once the wind decides to move on. You don't have to push the cloud, you just have to be the mountain, unmoved by the weather above you, old in a good way, steady because steady is what you are made of, underneath everything that was ever asked of you. Resting deeper now, each breath a little further in, each exhale a little further down, the body heavy in the kind way, the mind soft in the way it usually only gets to be in the last seconds before sleep, and then a little softer than that. Whatever needed to be carried now can be set down here, not forever, just for the night. The world can hold itself for a few hours, it always has, it will again, and you finally get to be the one who is held. Drifting now, easy, unhurried, going wherever rest is taking you, trusting that the part of you that knows how to sleep has already begun. And from here, there's nowhere to go. Nothing to support, nothing to chase. If a thought drifts up, you might notice it the way you'd notice a leaf on slow water. There it is, and there it goes. You don't have to pick it up. You don't have to push it away. It's allowed to be there, and you're the one watching it pass. The water keeps moving, the leaf keeps moving, you stay. isn't that interesting that the part of you that's noticing all of this hasn't moved at all? It's just here, quiet, steady, the room behind every thought. And the body knows this room. The body has been waiting to come back to this room for a long time. So you might let the shoulders drop one layer further, as if a coat you didn't realize you were wearing has just slid off the back of a chair. And the jaw, if it wants to soften, it will. You don't have to make it. That's the strange thing about release. It happens when we stop trying to make it happen. It happens in the room you give it. And now there is room. If another thought drifts up, you might let it be a cloud this time, some shape that forms, holds for a moment, and then doesn't. Clouds aren't problems, they're just weather. And the sky doesn't fight the weather. The sky just keeps being sky. You are far more like the sky than the cloud. of space that nothing actually scratches. A feeling can pass through you and leave the sky exactly as it was. A worry can rise, hold its shape, and dissolve, and you remain. You remain. And as you keep settling, you might notice the weight of the body now, not the tension, just the weight. The way the back has handed itself to whatever is beneath you, the way the legs have stopped carrying anything. The way the hands have nothing to hold. That's release, not a thing you do, a thing that happens when the doing stops. And in your particular body, in your particular way, it's already finding the room it needs. Wherever it's been waiting, whichever corner has been holding on the longest. It's allowed to let go now, quietly, in its own time, without asking your permission. You don't have to manage this. You just have to be the room it's happening in. if a louder thought arrives, one of those familiar passengers, the worry, the list, the one that keeps showing up, you can let it sit. You don't have to argue with it. You don't have to make it leave. It can ride along for a while, just one more passenger, not the driver. You're the one carrying the whole carriage forward, gently into rest. And the further you go, the smaller their voices become, not gone, just smaller, just further back. And the quiet up front gets a little wider, a little softer. Everything from now, you might let it be a book on a shelf for now. Closed, spine out. Still there in the morning if you need it, but not open. Not now. The conversation you keep replaying, shelved. afraid you'll forget, written on the spine, shelved. Is allowed to be quiet now. The whole library can stay closed until morning. And nothing important is being lost, it's just being put down. For the first time now, perhaps put down. And underneath all of it, that quiet noticing self is still here, the part of you that watched the leaves and the clouds and the passengers and the books. That part of you has always been here. It was here when you were small. It will be here long after now. doesn't get anxious, it doesn't get tired, it just notices. And right now it's noticing how safe it is to let go. How held the body is, how welcome rest is, how allowed this is. There's nothing wrong now, there's nothing to solve now, there's just this. Notices resting in the room behind everything. Larger than any thought, older than any worry, steady. steady. And drifting further now. Deeper into the rest your nervous system has been quietly asking for. All the way down, all the way safe. And somewhere underneath all of that, a thought may still arrive. That's allowed. A thought is just a thought. It arrives, it drifts, it leaves. You don't have to hold it. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to answer it. Picture, if you like, a slow stream, quiet water, and every thought, every worry, every leftover piece of the day is a leaf placed gently on the surface. The water carries it. You don't have to. A small worry about the morning, the stream takes it. A sentence somebody said earlier that didn't quite sit right. The stream takes it. An old worry that has been around longer than it should have been. The stream takes that one too. No rush, no struggle, just the moving of water that has been moving long before now and will keep moving long after. Part of you that notices the leaves, that part is not a leaf. That part is the stream itself, wider, older, quieter than any single thought that floats across it. has nowhere to be. So if a feeling shows up in the body, a small tightness somewhere, a flutter in the chest, a heaviness in the jaw that's allowed to be here too, you don't have to push it away, you don't have to support it, you can let it sit there, the way you might let a tired animal sit beside you, without needing it to be anything other than what it is. The strange thing the body learns over and over is that the feelings we stop fighting are the ones that finally find the room to move on. Release isn't something you do. Release is what happens when you stop holding. If you'd like, you can picture the sky now, not a particular sky, just the idea of one, wide, open, and clouds passing through it, some heavy, some light, some moving quickly, some barely moving at all. the sky is you, untouched by what passes through, bigger than any single cloud could ever be. The clouds don't need to be chased away. They were never the problem. They were only ever passing. And as you rest here in the sky of yourself, the body can soften another layer deeper, the shoulders a little further down, the jaw a little further open, the breath finding its own slow rhythm without you having to ask it to. Safe, held, allowed. Nothing to chase, nothing to fight, nothing to support, just the quiet, steady noticing of a mind that is finally being allowed to settle exactly as it is in the place it has been quietly asking to rest all along. deeper still. Down into a kind of rest that doesn't need anything from you, doesn't need you to perform, doesn't need you to be ready, doesn't need you to have figured anything out before you arrived. You arrived, that's enough. Slow now keeps doing what it has always quietly known how to do, carrying you a little further into the rest your body has been waiting for. Letting go without effort, without rush, without needing to know how. Just this, just here, just now. drifting. Rest now. The rest of the night is yours. Sleep or drift or simply be.